I mean, it's very exciting for us as an organization. I think it's rare to find sites like this in such a majestic place that hold a lot of history, both to the city, but also to the nations, the Tayshat and the Hupetcheset, and the ability to step in and help guide it. It's a real opportunity, and we're really lucky to be here.
And, you know, when I spoke with the mayor, I asked her why she chose Matthews West. Why did Matthews West choose Port Alberni?
That's a great question. You know, my answer probably echoes a few of the sentiments from my last answer, but you know, as a group, we like complex sites. We tend to steer away from the easy things, and this is a tricky one, but it's got a lot of opportunity, and the parallels that we see between, you know, Squamish, where I currently live and work, and Port Alberni are quite strong in the sense that, you know, Port Alberni is situated between an economic center, Nanaimo, and you know, a heavy tourism center, Tofino, but in itself holds so much recreation, so much beauty, and we really see it as a place that's offers a lifestyle that people want. And so you pair that with a nice, tricky, challenging site, and it really piques our interest because that's where we see our specialty. So we think we can offer a lot of guidance and support to the city. And yeah, we're happy that they agreed with that.
And I think the comparison to Squamish is really apropos, because I was speaking with somebody just the other day who was comparing Port Alberni to Squamish and saying, you know, I drove by Squamish for years on my way to Whistler. I never once considered Squamish. And yet Squamish is on the map. Is Port Alberni about to explode?
I guess time will tell on that one, but we really do see it as a city that's been overlooked and has been this pass-through town for quite some time. And it's one of those things that's, you know, right below our noses. And as soon as you stop and look around, you say, oh my gosh, this place is stunning and offers so much. And then the boat sails and everyone starts to hang their hat there. So we see that there's a lot of growth potential within Port Alberni. And I think that's rooted in the sense that Port Alberni has a really strong self-identity, which is also similar to Squamish, from its history, and the community itself is really strong and integrated. And I think that offers a really good spot for families and people looking for a different lifestyle to put down roots. And so it's got all the right pieces, and it's exciting to see a council and mayor that also identify with that and are trying to catalyze that growth.
But that same strong identity means that you are coming in and you are going to change this community. Let's face it, you are going to change the face of Port Alberni. Is that heavy weight on your shoulders? Do you feel that weight?
I think that's, if we didn't feel that weight, we would be the wrong group at the table. And you know, I'll keep going back to the district of Squamish, where we've got two fairly sizable projects, and the importance of finding and integrating ourselves within the community, but not just the city of Port Alberni, but with the Tayshat and the Hupetcheset nations and their connection to this place. Integrating the needs, the wants, the desires, and making sure that we understand those with the city and can put together a vision that really brings something to the table, not for those just moving to Port Alberni, but for the people that are already there. And if we do our job properly, being at that nexus, this is something that everybody can look to and be excited about. And, you know, fingers crossed that we've done a good job doing that with Oceanfront Squamish. And I think that we have the opportunity to do that here as well.
There will be so much impatience in the community to see your vision. How fair is it for us to be directing community members to take a look at what's happening in Squamish for an example of your work and maybe what you're planning for here?
I think it'd probably be a great thing to do, directing people to oceanfront Squamish, where we've been, working on that project for, I guess the work on that started almost 10 years ago with the District of Squamish, where we acquired the lands in 2016 and have been enacting the vision that was really built by the community. The Squamish Nation are our partners on that site as well. And we've really integrated this holistic view. One thing with development is that it takes time. We too want this thing to move as quickly as possible because I think people are excited about it. But development isn't a fast thing, especially when you're trying to do it right. So, hopefully we can set some patience and some get people excited about what is to come or what can come. So.
And the mayor said you've been on site several times. You and your colleagues have visited Port Alberni. What do you think of our little town?
I think it's a spectacular place. And the site is extremely exciting. It is, I will say we're hopeful to preserve some of the historical components that exist on site where possible. And we're looking into that with the city currently. And we see the town as this place that is a haven for both nature and this intersection between nature and urban growth and this tourism lifestyle that you can really get into the recreation and get outside. So it's a stunning place and very exciting to get to know it more and be on site quite a bit more often.
And when will we get a chance to meet you in person?
That's a great question. I'm hopeful that we'll be up in January and we'll be coming to site as we continue to work with the city to put together our partnership. And then hopefully we'll be up quite a bit more frequently with myself and other members of our team finding our way to the city of Port Alberni.
John, I don't think I need to ask you much more. This is a short introductory piece. You're brilliant. You're wonderful. But what haven't I asked you that you would like to say about this project and your company?
That's a great question. I think the biggest thing is that we really do pride ourselves on having an open ear and really trying to pull together all the different competing ideas and thoughts and visions that people are going to want to see on the site. And we know that they're not always going to align, and sitting at that nexus and trying to find a space that really sort of captures and meets a broad sense of needs and desires. And so, we're looking forward to setting roots, understanding the community more, and helping guide this site to a spot where we've got a vision that is strongly endorsed and is developable. So we're looking forward to it, and I really appreciate you making time to sit and chat with us and give the site the recognition I think it really deserves. So thank you.
No, thank you so much. I do so appreciate it.